Um, so this week, for our vlog, we had to choose two poems that we thought could save America, and the two that I chose was one was from "Don't Let Me Be Lonely" by Claudia Rankine, and the last one that I chose was "The World as I Left It" by Mary Ruefle. I thought these poems were very interesting and both very inspirational in different ways. Um, I chose Don't Let Me Be Lonely by Claudia Rankine because her poem kind of just has like it has all these meanings, and like I think it talks about society and social problems in our world today. So she explains in the beginning, she says, uh, all the non-reporting is a distraction from Bush himself, the same Bush who can't remember if 2 or 3 people were convinced from dragging a black man to his death in his home state of Texas. So basically she's saying that President Bush um, can't remember, like he can't remember that this event happened. This man had been dragged to his death uh, in his home state, but he can't remember because he doesn't care. She makes this point and she puts it in italicized letters, which I think shows that it's something big. Like people in our world will not remember things because they don't care. Um, and she said, you don't, yeah, she kept saying you don't know because you don't care. Then later she says, the sadness lives in the recognition that a life cannot matter. Or as there are billions of lives, my sadness is alongside the recognition that billions of lives never mattered. So she's saying that today in the world, like a billion of lives never matter. There's random people that can pass away and we won't care. In our American, like in the American culture, and I think in the world as well. And this is something that I think people read. It can save America, so to speak, just because it's something that we don't really realize in our world today. Um, she brings up this point, and it kind of makes you think about it, really, and how it all happens. Like, you don't know because it's not that you don't care, it's just you don't know what's going on in the world. There's many lives that you don't know about, and she kind of makes that point here. And some people also don't care. Then in the end, even in the end of her book, she uses pictures, and at the end it says here, and she says, "I see you here, I see you or here," he said to her. "In order for something to be handed over, a hand must extend and a hand must receive." So she's saying that you should be here for someone, um, and really show someone that you're here because people can get lonely. I thought this was really interesting and cool and something that could save America because she just points out really meaningful things that people just don't really think about on a daily basis. So I think it's something that if people read it would open their eyes. Um, I chose the second poem, "The World as I Left It," because it's just very interesting. It starts off by listing all these materials in the world that we have, such as like wood, cement, steel, polyester, glass, marble, ink, and other. And so these are all materials that we need to survive and that we need to live. And it kind of points out like everything that we have that we take for granted. Because at the end it says, "I was almost happy," after they list all these materials. And so it kind of shows how we take things for granted. We take the little things in life for granted. We don't really look at it um, and look closely at what we have. I found this really interesting, and I think it's something that can save America because it can open up your eyes to just new things and um, like you would never really think. I don't really think about this until as I read it, but it kind of opened my eyes a little bit, like the other poem did, and I found it very interesting. I think both these poems were awesome and really something that you could read, and it can help you understand and think about things more. So yeah, thank you guys so much.